Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, and as always, thank you so much for coming back. Today we're going to be talking about what it means to be a Taurus rising. I know you guys have waited a long time for this video, so if you're a Taurus rising, thank you so much for your patience. If you are new to the series, or if you're new to astrology in general, the rising sign basically explains your first impression, how do other people perceive you, why upon first impression do people seem to perceive you one way, when they're about a year into a relationship with you, they realize that you're actually this totally different side of yourself. So if you are one of those people, I would really encourage you to look at if your rising sign makes what's called a square or an opposition to your sun sign or to your moon sign, because it can really explain why the outsides aren't matching the insides. However, the rising sign for the most part is pretty productive in anyone's chart. It basically, I like to call it the head of PR. Trusty this morning, got you out of bed, got you your first date, got you your second date, got you your job interview, probably got you the job in the first place. And so this really tends to define how we approach our day-to-day life, how we approach other people, how we approach kind of like anything that has to do with our day-to-day life. So you're going to see this is a massive part of your personality. Taurus rising is the topic of today. This is a very personal rising sign to me because my partner, and he's my best friend in the entire world, he's a Taurus rising. So one of the things that we tend to give him the most shit about is just the certain level of consistency that you're going to find in a Taurus rising. He himself is an Aquarius, so that squares his Taurus rising. And so there is this part of him that's rebellious, likes to change things, very Aquarian, but this rising sign has this interesting tension with him where he tends to like a routine. Something that we definitely make fun of all the time is that he eats, I kid you not, the exact same turkey sandwich for lunch and dinner every single day. And the reason why I think that that's awesome and fine is because he's a Taurus rising. The way that he copes, the way that he approaches his day-to-day life is through this lens of there's a lot of safety in having a routine. There's a lot of safety and sort of comfort in the idea of knowing what you like and not really deterring from that. And so you're going to find no matter what the rest of the chart is, there's something about them that seems to like to keep things the same. And so for this reason, they can actually make super reliable friends, super reliable partners. They're going to be someone who, when they say yes to your dinner invitation, they will show up on time. They will not sort of be flaky. These are, I would say, the least likely trait with a Taurus rising is a level of flakiness. These people are super reliable, very consistent, because they really do tend to map out their days in a way that makes them feel safe and secure. So it's intentional with how they seem to approach their days. Appearance-wise, very down to earth. So you're going to find a very natural appearance. So someone who gravitates away from makeup and gravitates away from anything that feels or looks artificial, and more gravitating towards earthy tones. So you can see a lot of brown, a lot of green, a lot of kind of like warm, like a taupe or something like that, kind of like a muted color. Anything that feels very earthy is going to be something that they feel super comfortable in. For the same reason, you might find that with their appearance, there's something that just feels super natural. And then I'm talking about their natural appearance, something that feels super natural. Maybe their eye color is very warm. Maybe something about them just feels very warm, which kind of brings me to my last and final point of this rising sign is the fact that it's ruled by Venus. So Venus rules both Taurus and Libra. So what you'll find those two rising signs have in common is that they make people feel kind of like it's a gentle, harmonious energy. So yes, they like things to be the same. Yes, they like consistency and routine, but they also really like comfort. They really like to indulge. They really like to relax. And so they can actually have a very calming nature that can relax other people and make them feel like, what's the rush? You know, like maybe I'll just enjoy this lunch with this person. They kind of have this uncanny ability to kind of make you stay in the present moment because they are very grounded in the moment themselves. However, let's not get it twisted. Unlike Libra rising, the way that they differentiate is that Taurus, it really does not like, it's quality over quantity. So these are not social butterflies by any means. So they tend to be slightly more introverted and really like to spend time with people that they know. So I always say, like, if you're trying to get to know a Taurus rising or want to, like, you know, start a friendship or a relationship, just approach with like a certain level of approach with caution and approach slowly. If you run at them with intensity, they're probably going to feel a little bit freaked out, a little bit guarded, and they might shut down in that process. But if you make them feel safe, if you make them feel like you're a reliable and sort of sturdy person, then they're going to be able to flourish and open up and feel like they're able to show you who they really are. So yeah, I think that does them justice. Again, apologies to my boyfriend for how much I brought you up in this video, but you know I was going to do that anyways. If you guys have any questions at all, you can comment down below, or if you don't already, you can follow me on Instagram. And next and last rising sign is going to be Aries rising. So stay tuned, and I'll talk to you guys soon.